MicroStrategy's latest Bitcoin acquisition, a stark reminder of consolidation and the road ahead. The cryptocurrency market has always been a roller coaster of extremes: extreme volatility, extreme wealth creation, and now extreme consolidation. In a move that shocked the market and underscored the growing dominance of institutions, MicroStrategy recently announced the acquisition of an additional 51,724 Bitcoin. The acquisition, made over a brief 6-day period in November 2024, pushed the company's total Bitcoin holdings to 331,500 BTC, worth roughly $16 billion. MicroStrategy's Bitcoin strategy. From early adoption to relentless accumulation, MicroStrategy, under CEO Michael Saylor, has become synonymous with institutional Bitcoin adoption since its first purchase in 2020. What began as a strategic move to hedge against inflation has evolved into an aggressive campaign to dominate the Bitcoin market. The company's purchases have accelerated dramatically in recent months, with acquisitions eclipsing previous smaller purchases of between 3,000 and 14,000 BTC. The latest purchase, worth $4.6 billion, was funded through a stock sale and signals a clear intent to secure as much Bitcoin as possible before the supply runs out. A race against time. Bitcoin's supply is capped at 21 million coins, with about 19.5 million already mined. Of these, an estimated 4 to 6 million BTC are considered permanently lost. A significant portion is held by long-term investors and institutions, with less than 1 million BTC remaining liquid and available on exchanges. MicroStrategy's recent acquisition represents nearly 5.7% of the liquid supply, essentially removing it from circulation. This concentration of wealth in the hands of a small number of entities has profound implications for the future of Bitcoin. The implications of a limited supply. Consolidation of wealth, a double-edged sword. Bitcoin was designed as a decentralized, democratizing financial system that would empower individuals around the world. However, the reality is increasingly centralizing. Institutional dominance. Institutions like MicroStrategy, along with governments and hedge funds, are absorbing Bitcoin at a rate that excludes smaller investors. Barriers to entry. As Bitcoin's price has skyrocketed, it has become less accessible to the average person. The idea of owning an entire Bitcoin has become out of reach for most people, and even owning a fraction of it has become increasingly expensive. The inevitability of staking and lending. MicroStrategy's growing dominance of Bitcoin raises an important question. What is the end goal? The most plausible scenario involves leveraging their Bitcoin holdings for staking and lending purposes. As the decentralized finance, DeFi, ecosystem grows, institutions with large Bitcoin holdings could earn passive income through staking rewards, lend Bitcoin to governments and financial institutions in exchange for fiat or other assets. For example, if MicroStrategy staked its 331,500 BTC at a modest 5% annual return, it could generate $800 million in annual passive income, an unprecedented source of financial power. The broader trend: institutional and government accumulation. Countries join the race. MicroStrategy is not alone in its aggressive accumulation strategy. Countries and sovereign wealth funds have also joined the fray. The United States. Reports indicate that the U.S. government holds around 200,000 BTC, most of which was obtained through confiscation. Other countries. Countries like El Salvador have publicly adopted Bitcoin as a national asset, while there are rumors that Middle Eastern and Asian economies are secretly buying Bitcoin through sovereign wealth funds. Global scramble. This race to accumulate Bitcoin highlights its emerging role as a global reserve asset, similar to gold. Governments understand that Bitcoin's fixed supply and growing adoption make it a hedge against the devaluation of fiat currencies. However, their entry into the market exacerbates the scarcity problem, leaving little room for retail investors. Market reaction and predictions. Immediate impact. The announcement of MicroStrategy's latest purchase had a predictable impact. Bullish sentiment spread across the market. Bitcoin's price surged in response, reflecting reduced supply and increased demand. Long-term outlook. MicroStrategy strategy and similar moves by other institutions signal a major shift in Bitcoin's trajectory. Key predictions include 1. Accelerating price. As supply dwindles, Bitcoin's price could reach $300,000 to $500,000 within the next 18 months. Longer-term forecasts put Bitcoin at $1 million or more by the end of the decade. 2. Institutional dominance. Institutions will control the majority of Bitcoin's supply, using it as collateral or staking it for passive income. This will cement Bitcoin's role as the backbone of a new financial system. 3. Retail displacement. Retail investors will find it increasingly difficult to enter the market, leading to a concentration in fractional ownership and altcoins. Warning to retail investors. For years, retail investors have had the opportunity to accumulate Bitcoin at relatively low prices. However, the window of opportunity is rapidly closing. Consider the following. Accessibility. In 2015, $100 could buy a lot of Bitcoin. Today, the same amount buys only 0.001 BTC. FOMO versus preparation. As Bitcoin prices rise, the fear of missing out, FOMO, drives irrational decisions. Many retail investors enter during the euphoria, only to be priced out or trapped in the correction. Solution. Start small, accumulate consistently, and diversify across cryptocurrencies with solid fundamentals. Owning a fraction of Bitcoin is still a viable strategy, as even a small amount can add up to significant value in the future. MicroStrategy's next move. Michael Saylor has repeatedly stated that MicroStrategy has no intention of selling its Bitcoin holdings. Instead, the company is positioning itself as a Bitcoin liquidity gatekeeper. Future strategies could include increased buying. The company has outlined plans to raise $42 billion over the next 2 years to buy more Bitcoin. Strategic lending. As nations and corporations look to Bitcoin to support their financial systems, MicroStrategy could become a major lender, actually monetizing its holdings without selling. Call to action. The cryptocurrency market is at a pivotal moment. Institutions and governments are reshaping the landscape, leaving retail investors with little time to act. Key points to note include 1. Start now. Even small, consistent investments can yield significant returns over time. 2. Think long-term. Avoid the temptation to chase quick gains. Focus on building a portfolio that can weather market cycles. 3. Diversify. While Bitcoin remains the foundation, explore altcoins with robust ecosystems and staking opportunities. Conclusion. The recent MicroStrategy acquisition is more than just another headline. It's a harbinger of the future of the market. Bitcoin's consolidation between institutions and governments underscores the urgency for retail investors to act. With Bitcoin's supply dwindling and demand soaring, the next 2 years may mark the last chance for the average person to secure a stake in the world's most valuable digital asset. The cryptocurrency market isn't just growing, it's accelerating. The question isn't whether you'll participate, but whether you'll be ready when the next chapter begins.